So then, up next on pitch 1 here at the National Hockey Centre is the Southern Cross Red against the Netherlands in this tournament trophy. So we've just seen the other Southern Cross outfit, and Netherlands Orange, one of the two Dutch sides here. So we can take a little look at the sides. Southern Cross Red got going in the competition against their Australian fellow side. The Southern Cross Blue lost 2-0 in the opening game yesterday. We're looking to try and bounce back from that. The captain, Alistair McNabb, though, doesn't start from the beginning. Neil Matthews is the manager for the team. For the Netherlands Orange side, captained by Peter Prissen-Geerligs. They drew with their fellow Dutch side yesterday in a 0-0 draw, so don't know if that helped or hindered either Dutch side. Both them and obviously the Southern Cross Red team looking to get going with a win here in the second game for both sides in this competition. So earlier on, you may well have just watched the 0-0 draw between the Southern Cross Blue and the Alliance side. The Alliance's first game in the competition. Southern Cross Blue with a win and a draw now there on 4 points. And it is the Southern Cross Red side to get us going here for the next game in our afternoon feast of the tournament trophy over 65s. Early possession for Graham Still with the number 11 on his back, sporting Peter Ridland. And back it came for Ton Blot.
Doorstappen!
Across it comes from Harry Slagter. We burrows by. Peter Romain. Early burst of pace, he's just going to retrieve the ball.
For the keeper!
Long corner, Bernhard Fritz across to Slagster. By the baseline it goes, and the turnover of possession here.
Peter Mul, pak de man op. Loop mee, Mario. Verder zakken Jan, Hoge bal.
Ball up forward, but stopped by Ton Blot. Jan van den Broek forward. Ton Blot with the ball forward at pace, but the umpire's whistle did go out for the Netherlands Orange side. Petrus Mol with the free hit. Blow with the ball for Slagter, came down for him. Fritz, nice ball back. Slagter down the channel, looking for Adrian Hamburger. Oh yes, went through then. Little under 3 minutes played, and Netherlands Orange have taken the lead here. Looking for their first win in the tournament. I think it was Hamburger. He was the one celebrating, so he was claiming it. And it is Southern Cross Red 0, Netherlands 1.
Tegen hem aan, Harry. Harry, tegen die 14.
Who scored that one? Who scored?
Number 8.
8. Thank you.
Don't think I have that on our effects line, but there's confirmation from officials below, number 8. Hamburger scoring the opener. Oh, it's came through here for number 2, is it? No, not quite. It's for Tom De Bruyne. Nearly fell through kindly for a second quick fire finish.
Pas in. Probeer te duwen, Mario. Probeer te duwen. In plaats van slaan. Probeer te duwen.
Ball giving that one away. Jenkins had some support and picked it out. It's been a very good start, very fast start for this Netherlands onside.
Verder zakken, Jan. Jan, verder zakken. Verder zakken.
Vandenborg from deep.
Bied Jan, Harry, bied Jan.
Free hit their way. As
Meekomen, Mario.
trying to wriggle out of some little pressure from the Southern Cross Reds, trying to press in.
Die happen, die happen.
Graham Still. Cross from Mike Cook.
Goed, goed.
Having to rescue that is Gordon Jeffrey, but De Bruyne. Forward is but Fritz, but defence hold up.
Zakken.
Comes then to the move, bobbled up a bit unkindly for Peter Smol. However, very quickly rescues it into the D. Slugged her in, and Mull couldn't quite get the Everton goal away, and Princeton Geerlichs penalised.
Hier.
Ball back to Jan van den Broek.
Zekerbezetting.
And towards the edge of the D it goes. He's getting stifled a little bit. Netherlands orange. Some stout Southern Cross red defending after conceding early on. Here's Fritz though. Here one of his sticks coming in. He snagged her with the ball in his grasp. Southern Cross, despite defenders, certainly can't quite keep hold of the ball in possession. Van den Broek rattling his way by Graham Wood, and then stopped quite abruptly by David Reelick. Didn't work out as intended. Bit of a waste. Turnover possession. Southern Cross Red. 6 minutes left in this first quarter. And very quickly, Netherlands Orange getting the ball back. Mario Jansen. Van den Broek. Impatient play. Very possessional. The Dutch tend to like to play their hockey in their sport. And different types of sport that they do play. Flicked across for Robert Sandridge. A couple more of these terrific looking caps. Highlight of the week so far. Fashion statement.
Harry! Do it!
Hold him, Cookie, hold him! Okay, Tom.
Ball given away by Jansen. Here's Wood. There's some space out to the left hand side. Blatted across to the keeper. Can he get there? Sandridge put a lot of pressure on Theo Asu van der Putten. Not had anything really in the final third as of yet, Southern Cross Red, but keeper was out of his goal. Jan, ball in from Jenkins. Did it wriggle through kindly? Gonna come back for the long corner, I think. Took a Dutch touch. Graham Wood. Ridland in space. Don't think he actually moved at 5 metres. Signal from the umpire. It's a nice idea, but had to dither around with the ball a bit more for an extra couple of metres.
Over. Snelle paas! Snelle paas!
Ball picked up here for Southern Cross Red. Still, just had a good couple of minutes spell here, the Australian side. Still flinging it forward. That ends that. Still saying, calm down, that should have been back a bit, but Petrus Mull never stopped, and the umpire said it was fine. They might have actually caught out the Australians. Mull just stopped though, and a little barge off by Neville Hopkins just stops play. Gets players back. A little cheeky. Ball into the circle it goes, but away, whistle by.
Sakari! In midden!
90 seconds left in this first quarter. Netherlands orange with the lead. And Eric Lucassen, the coach, I'm sure happy, but Southern Cross Red just shown signs that they might have some life in that final third, but clearly the Dutch are going to be quite high percentage wise with the ball in their possession. No real urgency to get the play restarted from the Netherlands. Well, that wasn't too hurried, not quite spinning through for Wellington. Trying to spin turn half on his knee to find a gap, but almost an intercept. But this is going to head towards the end of the first quarter with the one goal for the Netherlands orange side. There is the hooter. And that is the state of play. The goal in the third minute for the Dutch side, looking for their first win of the competition. It came through a bit of a scramble, but worked in and behind and finished off by Hamburger. And that's the state of play at the break, at the end of the first quarter.
Mag die stick als hier niet blijft staan?
Je moet op de bank, toch?
Hier stellen ze, iedereen is hier in dat veld geweest. Dus dit wordt niet.
Oké. Nou, goed.
Ik dacht dat Jan
Ready to go for the second quarter, and it is the Netherlands Orange who have the lead, had a lot of the possession, but Southern Cross Red looking to bounce back. They do have signs that if they can get the ball forward, it might well cause a problem or two.
Goed zo, prima. Albert. Albert. Albert.
This is an Australian side here. The Southern Cross Red lost to their fellow side, the Southern Cross Blues, yesterday. Goals to nil. Southern Cross Blues drawing it in our game just beforehand, and almost a bit of a fright for Van den Broek as Sandridge was putting the pressure on. And in fact, won themselves a long corner from it.
Bal naar de goal, Jan. Henrik.
Trying to get in there is Graham Still into the circle. Back for the long corner.
Aan de binnenkant bal. Blijf bij man. Uitkomen.
Start this. Well, the Australians might cook with the delivery into the day. Bit hacked away, but anyway, we'll do. Leonard Fritz. It could have been on there. It came up off the foot, so they did a free hit, but just slows it down a little bit. Not quite picking that up in the stick. Henrik Kozilek, that's came on for the second quarter.
Dichter tegenaan Jan Herman. Laat maar zien dat hij nooit kan. Kenny! Zo, prima. Hele paas, hup, gaan.
Dutch with it back. And Van Broek looking to pick out the pass that he was wanting, but only comes back to halfway for the side in white and orange. Team named the Netherlands Orange. Van Broek, couple making a good run. Graham Wood clipped off him, I think. Not, he was just a good block. Hammered across by Peter Romein initially. That's free hit. Fire back for Petrus Moel. Oh, it's got a flick on. He'll did get a flick on from Romein. Not further help. Back toward the circle again, but end of the move. Been a bit more patient and, well, it's calmed down some of the pace in this second quarter. Dutch back in mostly comfortable possession. Flick through here for Romein. Dancing, coming together with Peter Ridland, penalty corner. Now with just over 10 minutes left of this second period, we get a good look at this Dutch penalty corner routine for the first time. Romein is there in the centre. Could be him that comes to it. It is. However, I think we're going to lose a defender there for breaking the line too quickly. So it might make it a little easier here for the Southern Cross, for the Netherlands side to maybe get a goal against the Southern Cross Reds. Neville Hopkins races back to halfway. And it goes for Peter Romein. Couldn't get the flick from Albert Albers, number 17, who is right in the centre, about a yard out. So, chance missed.
Kijk eens langs de lijn. Kijk, langs de lijn.
Langs de lijn.
Jammer, jammer.
Hij was langs de lijn.
Ja, maar de verkeerde kant.
Op die man weer. Harry, Peter uitstappen, Peter uitstappen. Goed zo, goed zo, goed zo.
Come on, ball, please.
Los, laat hem los, laat hem los. Daar, Harry.
Graham Wood looking to attack things with a long ball here for the Australians. Dotty back, still couldn't control.
Hoger op!
Kom op, bij de werken, jongen.
In de as.
That was a sore one, I felt that one from here.
Achter je, Peter!
Bernard Fritz gets on with it though. Here's Graham Wood looking to try and find Still. Almost got round in a little merry-go-round. Good control from Mike Cook, supporting Ridland.
Albert, kom er iemand mee!
Ridland chasing, just away from his grasp. Well, one back here though by Wood. Supporting Still. Still on the edge of the day. It's a sore one. And I won't translate what he said because I could see it coming out of his mouth. Hopefully he couldn't either. Graham Wood. A few bruising balls into knees and shins and feet in this game.
Albert, hoger, dan neem je hem mee. Hoger, Albert.
That was a poor free hit.
Nou.
Going straight back. Ridland and Still trying to link
Albert,
up.
maak het groot, hoor.
Jeffrey across.
Jan uitstappen, Jan!
Wood wasn't enough space to do the lobbed ball. Jan van den Broek was too close to him, so it's deemed dangerous.
Gaat hij of niet?
Ja, nog wel één.
Oké. Naar de bal toe aanbieden.
Ja, oké.
Zakken, Peter! Zak hem in!
Ball forward from Wood. Brings up unkindly. Just over 5 minutes left. Southern Cross Red getting a bit like the first quarter. Under the caution a little bit for the first 8-10 minutes and then kind of grew into it a bit more. Got a little more ball. The same story here. Netherlands already started well in this second quarter, but there's a threat. Southern Cross Red could get themselves into a good spot. They will score. However, Peter Smull thought he was going to get a chance to get the ball into the day. That wouldn't happen in the next few seconds anyway. Turnover of possession.
Loop van je man weg.
Dat is goed, prima, Gogi.
Done from Kozalek. Almost fell through for
Voor je man!
Webster. That was out there. All the way back to halfway. Very patient. the Dutch.
And you.
Albers forward for Fritz. Nice space. Kozalek, penalty corner.
IJs hebben. Pieter. IJs.
Fritz to inject. Taking plenty of time with the tactics here. I think they were thinking what to do with Southern Cross Red with the 4 in. Oh, I think there's a late change of mind themselves. And it goes towards Romain. Another penalty corner off Neville Hopkins. Confusion because there was a bit of chat with them between the umpire and Mike Jenkins. I think he was trying to come back on, but we'll sort that out in a minute. Another ball into Romain. Easily saved away initially. David Miller trying his best to help it further on. Neil Wee thought did enough initially. It was straight at the feet of the keeper. And a miscommunication or a mistrap possibly in that pass. That's quickly given back. Petrus Mull. 2 players on that left side, none of them found, thought Kozalek was waiting for it.
Take him on there, Peter. Peter.
Ball switched here, and now the chance. Sandridge has got a lot of work to do. Sandridge did help it into the D. It's a penalty corner at the other end. Ton Blow trying to get it away, but good pressure was coming in. Graham Still and Robert Sandridge from nothing. Southern Cross Red have got themselves a short corner. And 2 minutes to half time. By heck, they would take an equaliser if it came up to them from this penalty corner. Graham Still to inject. Alistair McNabb, the captain, right in the middle. Sanders to the left. Behind them all is Mike Cook. It's going to come to McNabb. Oh, and it then we got a flick through. Adrian Wellington right in the line. I think it's going to be too high for him anyway. But we'll still stick with the Australians. Cook with the one corner. Wellington. To the D it went, all very tight in terms of personnel and the lack of space. Turn from Wellington. Absolutely loving the hairstyle of Adrian Wellington. Well, I keep it down and sustain pressure, but it will be ball on the edge of the D. So they are causing problems now. Mike Cook will be rewarded with a goal right at the end. Cook to fire, looking for Wellington. But cleared A bit more safety for the Dutch in the final 30 seconds. Might all just edge them to half time with the lead.
Make hem nul!
Rattle for just away from Sandridge. It's a bit short for Ridland. Moole and Alvers combining to try and keep it with them. They have got the free hit. The time is on their side for the second quarter, and that will be that. So the Netherlands Orange with the lead. A very quick goal from Adrian Hamburger in the 3rd minute. Got things going. Each quarter they've started first 7 to 10 minutes fairly well, but the Southern Cross Red have crept in at the end of each quarter. Bodes well for an interest in the 3rd and 4th quarter. We'll leave you with the best of the action so far, but at half time it's Southern Cross Red 0, Netherlands Orange 1.
Ja, dan ben ik bijna weer ontwend.
Zodra ik het verzonnen heb, ben ik klaar.
Goed zo. Nou jongens, 3 doelpuntjes erbij. Klaar.
Hey. I'm with you.
I'm out. Oh. The best player. You played him out. Good man.
Very nice. I don't think for Scotland you can complain too much about this weather.
That's fine.
I'm having a lot of fun.
Welcome back. We are getting ready to go for this third quarter of this o65's tournament trophy game. Southern Cross Reds of Australia 0, Netherlands Orange 1. Two sides in this competition from Australia. We've seen the other one earlier, Southern Cross Blue, and the Netherlands have got two sides in there also. Netherlands Orange and the Netherlands Blue. Both of the Dutch sides drew 0-0 with each other in the opening game between those two. Very quickly, they're going to try and make it 2-0 here. Good exchange of passes. Linking up well was Webster and Fritz. 1, 2, 3, 4, back, forth. In the end, at the end of the move, it's a penalty corner inside 40 seconds.
Leg off!
Brendan Fritz then with the first injection of the third quarter in the second half. On the line break, so see you later. Down to 3 then in the goal. It's always so difficult because sometimes the injector takes maybe half a dummy and it just sets off the defender. So in it goes again. Well, it's very much rescued by Elythe. Another penalty corner, I thought. David Elythe well just to hammer up at pace. To stop a shot getting away. Legally, I should say. Still only 3 though in defence here. And not the best of efforts and goal from Henrik Kozelek, and there was a bit of a confusion with the fact that the player that was sent early in the second penalty corner, Gordon Jeffrey, went back in. There's a separate penalty corner, but the umpire said no.
Even druk! Kom Tom!
Ga er naartoe!
Ball forward for Webster. Flung to Fritz. And that's not far away. Clenched fist of frustration from Bernard Fritz. Thought he nestled that in the corner of the goal. It was a lovely link up between the players involved. Dutch started well again in the beginnings of a quarter.
Arjan, over meteen aanbieden. En dan daar, Reelick. Zeker bezetting!
Quickly taken Bernard Fritz across the face of the D this time. Trying to wriggle through a gap. Got all the defensive bodies in there. Taken well by Mike Jenkins. On for the run is Adrian Wellington. Couple breaking forward.
Hoger Arjan, hoger Arjan, ga Arjan hoger! Druk op de bal! Druk op de bal!
Still, it's not going to find anyone in blue, green and gold. Dutch getting told to make sure they are in the right position, and just lost their concentration a little bit and losing the ball. Turnover for the Dutch, really frustrated, threw them in the heart of the defence there and wanted to get a bit annoyed. Umpire with a stern word. Hopkins cross for Graham Wood.
Aan de binnenkant Arjan!
Wood just inside the 23, need a bit of help. Sandridge was trying to wriggle in space to get the ball across the D. Dutch lose out that tussle. Fritz and McNabb forward, the ball comes again. Sandridge doing well. Again, similar start of pattern to each quarter here. Dutch start well and then Southern Cross Red heads themselves as the minutes go on. Looking to find an equaliser. Still trying to fling it in the edge of the D. Still alive, bobble up for Sandridge, and that will be a turnover. All possession in the D.
Kom op! Haal je makkelijk Arjan.
Arjan loopt door, naar voren.
Oké, zet hem.
Free hit for the Dutch here and Webster. Space. Open up, turn here for De Bruyne. Arms out for the penalty corner. The ball went over anyhow. So no advantage, but maybe he's delighted not to get the advantage because it wasn't on target. And now Fritz once more to inject here. Just under 8 minutes left in the quarter. Who will be the favourite? De Bruyne in the middle has been there. Webster just behind. De Bruyne takes it. It's saved by the keeper and turnover. And good job there done by the keeper for Southern Cross Red. Neil Waywood in the man in goals. Up the other side they come forward. Ridland across the D, trying to get the flick on Sandridge. Bit of a kick and a hack away. Theo Asovander put in the Netherlands orange man behind the sticks.
Buitencirkel, Pieter.
So for Hopkins, they do have an advantage, but no advantage coming. Still into the D again, and just cleared behind once more by Asovander Putin. I think it came off Dutch player anyway, so we can go out for the long corner. It wasn't the target. We're trying to wriggle round. Onto the circle. Wriggle through there. Jenkins. Again, just a clearance will do. Good sustaining pressure from the Australians here. Copley towards the edge of the circle that bounce up off the body. Well, it's still with the sides here, still trying to drill in again. Away it goes by Fritz and Gerligs.
Henrik, die man. Zak even.
Dublin had supports from Jenkins. Again into a good spot. Netherlands might feel at last we can break away, and they might can. An attacking prospect. Reelick away, gets by the challenge of Eliath and continues on his run. Into the circle it went for De Bruyne. And the shot of a hamburger, and it has went in, couldn't be stopped. Some of the fizz was taken out of it, but it is number 2 for Adrian Hamburger, and on the break they have been punished. Southern Cross Red there, and a margin with under 5 minutes left in this quarter. Was a bit of a sickener that if you're following the Australians here. Southern Cross Red, the only Southern Cross Red team in any of the competitions. The Southern Cross Blues is the name of the team with majority of the tournament trophies, but they've got the 2 sides in this, so this is where we've got the Southern Cross Reds in this over 65s tournament trophy category. They are 2-0 lost to the Blues side yesterday. And might feel sort of aggrieved that they might not have had an equaliser, but here is Wood looking for a back, but it has bounced back. Jenkins fired across the knee, but no one could get that touch on. Well, it's going to fall here for Reelick. In behind, could finish it off at the end of the third quarter. Is he taking it too far? Some help coming in from De Bruyne. And saved off the line, the man that gave it away, the captain McNabb, has rescued his side there from going 3 adrift. With 3 to play in the quarter. Keeps their head above the water. But space again, Fritz kicked away by the keeper. Space again in the D. Pinched though. Jenkins biting that off Slugter, and that will bring the ball back to the side now, chasing a couple of goal deficit. Space could open again, the ball lobbed through, looking for, and it scored a couple.
Ben, even mannetje pakken. Mannetje pakken. Henry. Oh, prima. Hup, Benny, Benny. Hier. Niet te maken, Arjan. Niet te maken, niet te maken, niet te maken, Arjan. Niet te gaan, niet te gaan, hier niemand aan. Stop! Niet te gaan.
Ball forwards. De Bruyne. No advantage coming. De Bruyne was sneakily looking for a bit more than just the free hit. Thought he was taken out. I think it was more of an innocent coming together with David Alive.
Hup, hup, draai op.
Slip and turn, and Sandridge on the run. A lot to do. Keeper comes rushing out, does Ashavanda put it. Put the ball behind. Miller for Hopkins. Hopkins to the edge of the D. Turn from Jenkins. Slugter tried to away, watch a little slip though for him. Graham Wood driven in! What a goal that is! Unbelievable. Big cheers, big applause. Got the magic cap on, the magic stick. Robert Sandridge for 2-1. That brings the end. What a time to get that moment to happen at the end of the quarter. And we will have to gather rest from that. Netherlands Onslaught do still have the advantage here with 15 to play. So 15 to play in this final quarter. And everyone's still with a big grin on their face after the Robert Sandridge goal. Just thought when Southern Cross Red had that really good spell in that third quarter, then they conceded to Adrian Hamburger again. That might well be job done, but that goal, wonderful touch to make it 2-1. Now we've still got a game in their hands. Here's Graham Wood. Could be a lively last quarter. Wood getting the advantage, little stick tackle coming in from Petrus Moole. That one lost though to Fritz. And some space opening up here. Romain across. And there could be a clincher now. What a start to the quarter for the Dutch. And the man that scored 4 goals, he was the top goal scorer in the 2015 competition, has scored, Tom De Bruyne. And that is 3-1. So this game would be a bit odd if De Bruyne didn't get in the act to score it. So he just finished one ahead of a clutch of players and 3 goals in the 2015 over 65s tournament trophy, did Tom De Bruyne. So worthy of his goal here. He had a good third quarter when the ball came up towards him. And now he's got his reward, and that might just once again knock the stuffing out a little bit of the Southern Cross Red, but you never quite know. I think they've probably got the goal of the day, the goal maybe of the tournament so far, certainly on this pitch. I mean, so many games happening that we can't keep track of every goal we've seen, but certainly on this pitch that was something special from Robert Sandridge. And ball for Petrus Moole, penalty corner for the coming together. Petrus Moole getting the fake card out to say that maybe there should be a card there, but I think the penalty corner will suffice. Ball injected in for De Bruyne. Flicked it across for Moole, but Southern Cross Red away. Graham Wood, huge amount of space here for Neville Hopkins. Continues run looking to find Sandridge. Just a little too much for him to reach and chase. Hamburger did well to pick out Fritz. Fritz is going to somehow get his back. It's like a bubbling up in the air. Losing his stick this time though. Awful scrappy. Graham Wood. Neville Hopkins. Back it past Hamburger. Watching that was brilliant. Bruce Smith of Southern Cross Red and Jan Herman ten Brun Kata both at the right go at each other with a bit of chat between them. Umpire says let's have a little chat. And a little shake of the hand after all, in good spirits, I'm sure. But it's just funny, just was hesitant to break up. I don't know if he could pick up some of the conversation, but it was good fun anyway to watch.
Oh, je schijnbeweging!
Erik, Peter niet geweest. Peter steekt midden.
Peter!
Naar de bal toe aanbieden. Zakken Jan, dan ben je aan het spelen. Jan!
10 minutes left then here in this fourth quarter. Netherlands Orange look like they're going to get a win on the board, and they'll go level with the Southern Cross Blues with 4 points after both sides will have won one and drawn one. Southern Cross Red would be on 0 out of the first 2 games. And still 1 game to come in this competition. Afterwards, Netherlands Blue take on the LX White of England. And into the circle it comes again, just by Bernard Fritz. A very expressive player, thumbs up for the pass, but punching, oh well, an air punch, annoyance. They never got onto the end of the ball. In the corner there is Hamburger. That came all the way across. Robert Webster getting quite near it. Did well to actually get across the D from such a tight angle.
Hallo weg Peter! Jij meegaan dan, hè? Je ziet hem achter je weg. Ga uit, het diepste man is gevaarlijk. Terug is niet erg.
Pak 4, Peter!
4 Peter. Goed zo. Heel goed Peter.
Wood still trying to keep the ball alive for the Southern Cross Red. They have kind of had the stuff and taken out of them a little bit, it felt like, as soon as that third goal went in early on in the quarter. Cook down the channel, trying to go by was still. I think it might have just been dotted behind of a Dutch player down on that side.
Druk de bal! Druk de bal!
Still doing that corner. It takes a little while. We've got to try to find a ball now. Still some shouts of encouragement for the Southern Cross side from those in the stands. Still pretty busy around, which has been good. It's been a good steady crowd in all day. It's a real festival this of hockey. Some players that may have been across at Clydesdale and Strathclyde have came back to support some of their teammates. Still tight down in that corner. It's well marshalled in the end. Comes to nothing. Kind of disappeared from there, but came right back down that channel. Just the pace has started to evaporate a bit in this final quarter, understandably for both sides, maybe. And now another little talking to going on here. Give me a green card for both players, Tom Law and Robert Sandridge. Clearly maybe had too much to say to each other, maybe just general chit chat. It's not been to the umpire's taste, so 2 minutes seat for both players. Probably the last thing that players want when they're getting tired is some more space. Wood. Right pass wasn't found. Fritz. Plenty of time to look around for De Bruyne. Fritz decides to go for Hamburger. Scored first 2 goals. Would maybe provide another. Trying to get away out of the Australians, but back with Moole. Flung wide and Romain in there now. Moole. Turn. Moole surely. Surely not. It was a wonderful block, but illegally. And a penalty corner. I think it might have been possibly Miller with the block. Another injection then for Benny Fritz. Netherlands just looking to put another goal on the board, possibly for a bit of extra gloss. Comes for De Bruyne. And it didn't go in for Hamburger on the line and clear away off the line. I'm not sure if it was Ridland with the face mask still on that was the one that got it away on the line at the end, but thought Hamburger maybe was sneaking for a hat-trick. 2 minutes on the clock. Cross from Fritz. Romain couldn't keep it in his path, and it's going to be another penalty corner. Unfortunate for Peter Rudland, but back to his feet he is. Arm round the back with Petrus Mull. So another injection and off to the halfway line, Gordon Jeffrey. Second time in the game that he went a bit too quick. In for Mull. Hammer away. And might well have been deemed dangerous with it, the height of it, but was a lot of space I suppose, so umpire's arm out anyway to change over the possession. One back by Hamburger. Kept in by Romain. Mull coming together with Wood. Gordon Jeffrey having the ball away, thinking it was maybe his ball, and maybe just trying to tick the clock down in the final minute. Is the Dutch free hit. Fritz. De Bruyne. Hawkins just trying to keep De Bruyne out. Dutch countdown is on in the stand. Well, it's a win for Netherlands Orange. They go level on top of the pool after a draw against their Dutch counterparts on the opening day. The Southern Cross Red side, terrific goal. They got probably goal of the tournament so far, certainly in the main pitch through Robert Sandridge. But 2 goals from Adrian Hamburger. One in the 3rd minute, one in the 41st minute game of cushion. Sandridge got the goal right at the end of the 3rd quarter, which could have made things interesting. But there was the ultimate 3rd goal very early on in the 4th quarter through Tom De Bruyne, the top goal scorer of the 2015 over 65 competition in the tournament trophy. He is at it again. So Netherlands Orange side are winners here, and we'll have more from the Dutch as the Netherlands Blue outfit will be looking to get a win on the board after the draw against the Netherlands Orange. The Blues side are up against the Alex Whites of England, and we'll have that with you shortly here on pitch 1. It is a 5:20 start, but for the moment we will leave with some of the best of the action from this one, as Southern Cross Reds losing out to a very good Dutch side here. The Netherlands Orange winning by 3 goals to 1.